You might think muscle loss is obvious, that you'd feel it or see it happening. But the truth is, most people over 60 are losing muscle every single day without even knowing it. No warning sirens. No dramatic symptoms. Just a slow, quiet decline, until one day, something simple like carrying groceries or getting out of a chair feels harder than it used to. This isn't just getting older. This is sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and it affects nearly 1 in 2 people over the age of 60, according to the National Institute on Aging. The worst part? It starts silently, sometimes decades before a fall or injury brings it to your attention. But if you know what to look for, you can catch it early, stop it, and even reverse it. Let's talk about 5 silent signs of muscle loss that most people don't talk about, but you should never ignore. First, your balance feels off more often than usual. Maybe you notice yourself steadying against the wall more often. Or that you hesitate just a second longer before going down the stairs. It might not seem like a big deal, but declining balance is one of the earliest signs of weakening core and leg muscles. A 2021 study from the Journal of Gerontology found that people with subtle balance changes were twice as likely to be in the early stages of muscle loss, even if they were still physically active. You might not be falling yet, but your body is already compensating for strength that's slipping away. Second, your clothes still fit, but feel different. This one's tricky. Your weight might not change at all, but your body shape subtly shifts. Shirts that used to sit on your shoulders now hang a bit lower. Pants feel looser in the thighs. This isn't just about fat or weight, this is about muscle wasting away while fat takes its place. The scale lies. A body scan tells the truth. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that after age 60, adults can lose up to 8% of muscle mass every decade, even if their overall weight stays the same. So if your weight hasn't changed, but your strength has, your muscle might be disappearing beneath your notice. Third, you feel more tired after doing basic tasks. Folding laundry. Sweeping the floor. Taking out the trash. Things you've done 100 times suddenly leave you needing to sit down. This isn't just old age fatigue, it's often a reduced oxygen flow to weaken muscle tissue, which forces your body to work harder to do less. According to the Mayo Clinic, early-stage sarcopenia often shows up as unexplained fatigue or lower endurance during daily life, not just during workouts. If you find yourself cutting tasks short, resting more often, or just feeling a deeper tiredness that lingers, it's worth paying attention. The fourth silent sign? You've stopped doing little things you used to enjoy, but didn't notice. Maybe you used to love gardening, or you always carried your own grocery bags. And now, you unconsciously avoid those things. It's not because you don't like them anymore, it's because your body feels subtly overwhelmed by them. This is one of the sneakiest parts of muscle loss. Your mind adapts to the new weakness by changing your habits, without telling you. In psychology, this is called adaptive behavior loss, and a 2020 study out of Stanford found that people over 65 often reduced physical activity before they consciously realized they were weaker. And finally, your walking speed slows, but no one says anything. You're still moving. Still upright. But maybe your steps are a little shorter. Maybe you avoid hills. Maybe you pause a few seconds longer before crossing the street. Doctors now call walking speed the 6th vital sign. Why? Because slower walking is one of the strongest predictors of early muscle loss, future falls, and even reduced lifespan, according to a groundbreaking study from the British Medical Journal. It's not just about walking, it's about the strength that supports every step. If you used to outwalk your grandkids and now you trail behind, even a little, it might be time to listen to your body. The truth is, these signs don't scream, they whisper. And too often, we shrug them off. But every one of them is your body's way of asking for support, for better food, more movement, and yes, more awareness. Because muscle isn't just about lifting weights. It's about independence, freedom, confidence, and life. And here's the hope: muscle can be rebuilt at any age, even after 70 or 80. With the right diet, rich in quality proteins like eggs, beans, chicken, and whey, combined with low-impact strength exercises and mindful movement, you can reverse up to 40% of age-related muscle loss, according to research from Tufts University. So don't wait for a fall, or a fracture, or a hospital visit. Look for the quiet signs. Listen to your body. And if you've noticed even one of these 5 changes in your own life, start today. Start small. A walk around the block. A handful of almonds with breakfast. A few squats using the kitchen counter for support. I recently met Susan, a 73-year-old retired nurse, who told me she didn't even realize she was weak until she struggled to lift her grandchild into a high chair. That moment shocked her. But it also woke her up. Today, she strength trains 3 days a week, eats more protein, and beams with pride when she says, "I can carry my granddaughter again." That's the power of awareness. And that's the gift of early action. If you felt one of these 5 signs quietly creeping in, type strong again in the comments. Let's start the conversation. You're not alone, and it's never too late. And if you'd like a printable checklist to track these early signs and what to do about them, drop a flexed biceps in the comments. I'll share it in our next video. Because muscle loss may be silent, but your comeback doesn't have to be.